down once for breakfast. 5 fingers give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blast.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. When the Saints go marching in.
Yeah, in the club now like I'm BD.
Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action with Shuck. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's second down. You look at this Niner defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Here's Shuck. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play the best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Purdy going to give it to Pearson on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Shotgun now with Purdy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Niners at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First down, New Orleans.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You look at this Niner defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Now Shuck. He finds Pickens over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up to make those throws, and he did that.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints.
On play action, Shuck. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. To the air once more. Shuck. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Travis Etienne. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now James returning. And just shouting him off there. Still fighting. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle made by Chase Young.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Etienne up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run with Etienne. Down the left sideline. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Etienne with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not good.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Shuck. Olave holds it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Shuck. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's one deep for Pickens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball.
but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
The pass caught by Olave. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy now to throw. Complete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Finds Pickens out right. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Get set, get set.
First and 10 at the
Now Purdy
30-yard line.
connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Down the right sideline. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 55 yards. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is bad. He's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shuck now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now 3rd down and very long. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Quick completion here to Johnson. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
18, what's up? 53.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Get set, get set. Up.
Back to throw, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18, what's up?
Purdy looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. 1st down, New Orleans.
Now Shuck. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's Jair Brown who's got it. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field, downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Get set, get set.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting the route, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw now, Shuck. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. James now to return. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Get set. 118. What's up?
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
Purdy's pass. Complete.
Here comes 2nd down.
It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Saints' 34-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yellow.
To throw is Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and
Purdy to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
it's a gain of 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up first. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
2nd down, goal to go.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 5-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
3rd and goal.
Purdy to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a
that's
little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open